Yo, what's good, guys? Your boy DJ Junkie today with another reaction video. Today we're gonna react to kids who peaked in middle school. Now, I ain't gonna lie, they ass better than me, cause a nigga like me peaked in elementary. It didn't get any better than that. Before we start the video, if you would please subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1K by the end of the year. It would be very greatly appreciated. Now let's start the video, man.
You're probably familiar with peaking in high school. If you've graduated, I'm sure you can think of people who were the coolest back in high school, but now have seemingly fizzled.
Me, nigga like me, I was a mysterious ass nigga in my senior year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just moving different, nigga. Niggas wasn't fucking with me. And to be honest with you, I think people saw me as a lame ass nigga. Cause I dead ass ain't did shit, bro. I was just walking home to my class and to lunch, my nigga. That's all I did, bro. I ain't try to do nothing else, man.
Whether it be the football player that was good but never good enough to make it to college, or the prom king or queen that were the most desired people back in high school, but never really had any goals or aspirations and were completely unprepared for the cold reality of life. Or that one girl, how do I say this, who enjoyed sharing her cheer to all the boys at school. Whatever the example in your mind may be, it's a very familiar and very true trope, but that's why I'm not here to talk about peaking in high school. I'm here to talk about an even sadder and less discussed scenario, peaking in middle school. Buckle up, because this video might be...
and I can't even talk, because once again, I peaked in elementary. Nigga, elementary, I had all my grades up, my nigga. I knew almost every kid in that fucking school, my nigga. I was one of the most athletic niggas in that bitch. And middle school come, you know what I'm saying, 6th, 7th grade, hit me like a truck. That was the bald era VG, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas would slap the shit out my head. Them big ass 8th graders, nigga, look 6 feet, fucking giant ass, fuck ass nigga. They be slapping my hair, grabbing that bitch, saying Michael Jordan, bro. It was disgusting, man. I was getting, I wasn't getting bullied though, you know what I'm saying? I knew how to fight back, nigga. But they was on my ass though, you know what I'm saying?
Pressing to those that it applies to.
It wasn't like elementary.
You may be thinking, Philip, peaking in middle school? What does that even mean? In middle school, I was doing Fortnite dances and pooping in urinals. How is it even possible to peak when I'm 12 years old? Well, let me tell you with a real life story.
I peaked at.
When I was 12 years old, the coolest middle schooler of all time was Mikey Williams, the self-proclaimed #1 ranked 7th grade basketball player in the...
Nigga Mikey Williams a fucking thug now, bro. Goodness gracious. Like, bro, how you got a whole path? It's so wide, you know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is a layup to the NBA, and my nigga, somehow you going to jail because of fucking guns. Somehow you making music with motherfucking no cap in them, my nigga. You trying to be in a gang and shit, like wide open. You just mess it up, like for what,
the
man?
Country. He was in my grade, so I remember back in 2018 when he was dunking as an 8th grader, talking trash, dapping up LeBron, and breaking all these crazy scoring records. And not to mention, every single girl I knew, and I mean every single girl I knew back in middle school had a crush on him. I mean, this dude was the king of 8th graders. As a middle schooler, he had a bigger social media following than most NBA players, and he was being interviewed and profiled by virtually every single basketball news outlet. But 8th grade was kind of the peak of the Mikey Williams hype train. Now, don't get me wrong, in high school he was still very popular, but the competition started to catch up, and he went from the #1 ranked 8th grader in the country to the number 39 ranked player in his graduating class. And just as his college season was about to start, he got caught with a super soaker and is now facing very scary charges. And that is the most extreme but sad reality of peaking in middle school. I remember back when I played on my middle school.
I dead ass don't know how niggas just want to become like some gangsta ass niggas. Like, I want to live my life in peace. I don't got time for that op shit, for that gun pow pow shoot a nigga in the face shit. My nigga, I'm good off that, bro.
Basketball team. There was another kid on the team who averaged 20 points a game. And for those that don't know, averaging 20 points in middle school is a damn near Kobe Bryant performance every single game. This dude was legit and had a crazy bag. But none of the high school coaches were interested in him because he never really listened to the coach in middle school and relied more on his natural talent than any sort of work ethic. That's why when I got to 9th grade, I was surprised to hear that he wasn't playing basketball at all. This dude was the coolest guy guy in middle school. I mean, he had yes men as a 13-year-old. I literally remember that he just had an entourage of dudes with him that went everywhere with him and just agreed with him. But I also remember every time we did conditioning drills in basketball, he was always the guy that was just walking behind everyone as if he was too good for it. And that's why middle school is as far as
I ain't gonna lie, when you scoring 20 points on a nigga head, you know what I'm saying, every game in middle school, it's like, damn nigga, what the fuck y'all gonna do about it, my nigga? Y'all need me type shit. So I understand.
Never went in terms of social status in basketball. Every time I saw him in the hallways in high school, he just seemed like he just didn't care. And don't get me wrong, he still had friends and seemed like a chill dude, but you can tell that he never really reached his potential. And that's what I'm talking about when I say peaking in middle school. If the coolest kid in elementary school was the guy who was the fastest at recess, then the coolest kid in middle school was the guy who had the most Instagram followers and highest snap score, the one who got all the girls and started on the basketball or football team. And a lot of those guys transitioned their coolness into high school.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm 20 years old now, you know what I'm saying? If I compare my elementary self to my 20-year-old self, I ain't gonna lie, my elementary self might win. Hear me out there. Hear me out. Like, when it comes to athleticism, he was top 10. When it comes to grades, he was top 10. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the comedy, he was top 10. That nigga was top 10 in everything. You know what I'm saying? My elementary self was going through the roofs, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I was making moves everywhere, nigga. Connections. The nigga like me now, nigga, I'm in college, bro. My grades, athleticism, nigga, my comedy. I had so much potential, but I just flunked, you know what I'm saying? I failed my elementary self, bro. I wish I can like go back in time and like, you know what I'm saying, get better than I was before. That's why I'm a struggling YouTuber, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get back to that peak. I'm trying to make niggas like, we're gonna get to that peak again soon. Trust.
But the ones that were left behind
Trust the process.
A really sad story.
Trust the
process.
process.
I remember when I was 13, there was dudes who were smoking and smashing. Like, that was just insane to me. When I was 13, I was playing 2K and watching the odd ones out.
Goodness.
Like, that was insane to me. I guess
some has vaping in like 7th grade, bro. I remember that, bro. Oh my goodness. I don't know. They was vaping and smoking weed, bro. They had that shit. I'm hearing some of my friends in middle school talking about some they fucking. Nigga, what the fuck is your little body ass doing with that little ass dick? Like, bro, why is we moving this fast, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is going on, bro? We is kids. We some jits, my nigga. Why we doing all this,
people
bro?
Just developed fast.
I'm saying we,
maybe
nigga, why y'all doing
even
this?
Too fast. Because those same dudes got hella raggedy in high school and just reeked of grass everywhere they went. I did like the anti-peak in middle school. Like, middle school was probably my lowest point. I think back to some moments when I was 12 and 13 and just cringe. I was so insecure and had no clue how to act, so I just tried all these different styles and they all failed, and I wasn't comfortable in my own skin. I was so jealous of the kids that were at the top of the social hierarchy in middle school, the ones that just seemed to fit in and always be the center of attention and say the right things. I mean, I was a film kid back in middle school, in a generation where no one is a film kid. I remember I was referencing like Martin Scorsese movies in 8th grade when people were making TikToks, hit or miss. You remember that?
Yo,
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? One good thing is I never had a phone till like the 9th grade. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if I had a phone, I would probably become one of them niggas that would just be fucking at 12 years old, bro. I'd probably become one of them niggas where I have Snapchat and post all the cringy shit that they used to fucking do on Snapchat, bro, and Instagram, nigga. They be talking about some TBH. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't even really fit in with like the nerdy kids or like the gamer kids, because I was into basketball, but I was also into movies and I was also into video editing, and I was just this weird amalgamation of things that didn't make sense jumbled together, and I just didn't feel like I was in place anywhere. I mean, don't get me wrong, I wasn't like an outcast and I still had friends, but I just felt like I didn't really find myself. I was constantly plagued by insecurities and felt underconfident in pretty much every scenario, but I improved myself a lot in high school and spent a lot of time improving my confidence, becoming more comfortable in social scenarios, and finding friends that were more aligned to myself. And I think that's the beauty of middle school. It's a time where you're allowed to be this mess of a person that doesn't know who they are, but thinks they know everything. I think while we're in middle school, we think that it's a lot more important than it actually is. I mean, if high school isn't important in the real world, then middle school is literally nothing. A 3-year blip full of acne and cringe cringe to the highest degree.
Oh,
That's why I find it comical when I see these kids try to act.
My middle school self, I don't even recognize my middle school self. I know the people that knew me in middle school was disgusted of me, you know what I'm saying? And I don't blame them, not one bit, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck was my middle school self, bro? Like, I don't even want to associate myself with them. It goes from 6th grade to, I say 10th grade, you know what I'm saying? That part never existed in my life, you know what I'm saying? Take that shit out of my memory game, that shit gone.
Act so grown these days. If you're 13, stop trying to act like you're cool, okay? Go play Fortnite and enjoy your lack of responsibility. High school is right around the corner, and you really don't want middle school to be the peak of your existence. I guess the lesson to all the middle schoolers out there is don't be afraid to be a middle schooler. You're gonna be hella insecure and you don't even know what to do. You think you're smarter than everyone, and that's fine. We all have been there. But don't try to grow up too fast and don't try to be too cool. Because you're 13. And if you're in middle school and you were offended by that statement, just wait till you're older. You'll see that it was facts.
Mr. Beast. Oh wait, that's the wrong channel.
Facts. So go sub to my fuck nigga cut me off, you know what I'm saying? But that was a good video. All my middle school kids, if you ever watch this video, stay a kid, bro. You was a jit, bro. You are a good boy. You are a good girl. I stay in school. You know what I'm saying? And it is okay to peak in middle school, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look at me. You know, I peaked in elementary, my nigga. Hey, look at me, gang. You know, I think I'm doing okay in life. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too crazy. Just as long as you stay on the right path, bro, you good, bro. It don't matter what time you peaked in, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just don't use that as a fucking, you know, like achievement in your life, bro. Because that's just type crazy. That's just disgusting. I ain't gonna lie. I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to that video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time, man.